James Harden, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, what's up, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and man, oh man, has it been a long day. I just wanted to start out by saying that I am going to be taking a step back from my James Harden fandom. If you guys do know me personally, you guys know I was a James Harden fan. So, let me go and explain everything now, because I would love to have a conversation with James Harden right now. I have James Harden jerseys. This was the All-Star jersey from, I don't even remember what year. I have a James Harden All-Star jersey. I have just a traditional Rockets jersey of James Harden. I have a t-shirt jersey of James Harden. I used to be literally the biggest James Harden fan on the entire planet. I really was. I loved James Harden for the longest time. Because let's be honest with one another, all right? Especially when you're a fan of a team that's not very good. Okay? For me, obviously, I'm a huge Bulls fan. Always have been, always will be. No matter how bad they are, I will still always be a Bulls fan. But I had to find another, even though the Bulls are my favorite team, James Harden was my favorite player because of the fact that he's such a prolific scorer, like he always has been. The dude can drop, 50 any given night. Okay, he's a walking bucket. But the thing that sucks is, and I always thought maybe they would be a dark horse. Maybe they would be the team that, if anybody, because I'm always a fan of underdogs. So I always wanted someone to be able to take out the teams that are on top. So I figured, you know what? James Harden just might be that guy that can, take off and end up winning anything. But James, bro. James. I can't support this shit, bro. I've been your biggest fan for so long. I have been a James Harden fan ever since he got to the Rockets. I was not really a big, fan on him in OKC, but look, he was a sixth man. And then, even though he played really well, he got traded away, and I was kind of upset about that. I was like, James Harden really didn't do anything wrong. I mean, when he got his starts, he played honestly pretty decent. He was a very good, third option at the time. And I just thought it was extremely disrespectful to James Harden himself. He deserved more than that. Okay? So ever since then, I wanted to see James Harden succeed. I've always been a James Harden fan, and that was the same year that I bought his jersey, was when he got traded to Houston. So, now, James, I can't support you on this shit, bro. I get it, okay? James Harden, and at this time, James Harden just got done with a blockbuster deal, and he is now on the Brooklyn Nets. James, bro, what are you doing? Okay, I get it that you want gone. I respect that. If you aren't winning in Houston, you're not winning in Houston. There's nothing you can say or do about it. I get that. You're putting up monstrous numbers and you guys aren't winning. I get that. But let's be completely realistic here. You had a shot to win when you had CP3 on your team. Unfortunately, he got injured. You shit the bed in Game 7. That's all you. You have one monstrous game like you usually have of over 40 or maybe even 50 points. You guys win. You guys win that game, and you are in an NBA championship. An NBA championship. Playing for the title. You were this close. Bro. You were this close. Okay, I get the fact that you want out of Houston. I got that. And I respect that. you're a superstar and you're playing on a pretty bad team. I got that. But just play out the rest of the year. Play out until play out until the end of the year. Try to make a trade in the off season. Or play out for 2 years. Play out the next 2 years. All right? Play until you're in free agency and then sign wherever you want. Instead, you literally sit there, you put on like 25 pounds at least. You are fat as hell now. You don't try on the basketball court at all. It's like you're literally just there. I mean, you aren't trying, you're not playing hard, and you're fighting against a team that's really not that bad. If you think about it, obviously James Harden can give you 35, 40 points every single night, obviously, even still when he's fat, but you add in John Wall. John Wall is a pretty good point guard. He might not be to the skill level of Russell Westbrook, but he brings a lot to the table because he can shoot just a little bit better than Westbrook, and that's going to help you out a lot, Harden. Open your eyes. You got Christian Wood, who is a very good big man. He genuinely is on the rise to be a very good big man. You have DeMarcus Cousins, who obviously he's a little banged up, but other than that, he's been a really good center. He's been a great center. Why don't you give it a shot, bro? It's been 9 games, and you're going to sit there and say that this team is terrible? No, if you play like a team player, you're able to make playoffs and maybe do some damage. Genuinely. You're able to probably make it out of the first round. And then who knows after that. And it all depends on your performance. I mean, you had it, bro. You had it. I can't support this shit anymore. You're going to sit there and say that this team can't be fixed. You're going to sit there and say that this team's just not good enough. All this bullshit, bro. I can't support it. And then you go to a team with 2 other superstars because you can't do it on your own. That's pussy shit to me. That's being a coward, James. Why do you think everyone hated Kevin Durant when he went to the Warriors? Everyone hated Kevin Durant because they were 73-9 without him. Then you add in one of the greatest scorers of all time? That's just... No. Like, that's not a respectable ring. You win a ring this year, so what? You have 2 other All-NBA players on your team. James, bro. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? James, the sad part to me, bro, is all this time, you had your shot, bro. Everyone in Houston loved you. Loved you. You were the guy. You brought in Dwight Howard. Couldn't win with him. Brought in CP3, one of the highest IQ point guards this league has ever seen. You can't win with him. Then you bring in Russell Westbrook, one of the most athletic and just genuinely talented point guards in the entire NBA. And you can't win with him. James, you literally over your career averaged a total of 10 free throws attempted per game. You are now averaging 5 per game this year. James, get your head out of your ass, bro. Just play basketball. And I'm hoping that now that you're in Brooklyn, I hope that this gave you a spark. But I can't support this shit, James. You gotta step it up. And Lord, for your sake, I hope that you do. I really hope that you do. You're now this is what you wanted. You wanted to be on a contending basketball team, is what you told everyone. Because apparently you can't do it by yourself. This is your shot. You're with Kyrie and you're with Kevin Durant. Literally, that makes the 3 best ISO players in the league on one team. Or damn near close. 3 top 10 for sure. I'd say James Harden's probably the best. I'd say Kyrie's close behind him. And I'd say Kevin Durant is probably top 5, top 10. ISO. If you don't win on this team, James, it's all you, bro. It's all you. I loved you for the longest time. It's probably 5, 6 years. I rooted for you every single year in the NBA. For MVP. I sat there and fought for you to win MVP every single year. Every year, man. Every year. And you said, and now this. And now this. Now this. I mean, let's just... I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say anymore, James. And I'm probably just rambling, but you have literally just destroyed my fandom of you. I mean, you're going on what? Like 6 chances at MVP? Who's like one of the only other players to do that? Giannis and LeBron. Look at LeBron, just for a second, right? Obviously, just for my viewers, I'm not comparing James Harden to LeBron. It's just the situation, okay? Not comparing LeBron to James Harden in any way, shape, or form. But they both just have had, multiple seasons where they could be argued for MVP. LeBron's won it, and he had Kyrie. And I'll be honest, Kyrie was absolutely top, I'd say probably top 5, top 3 point guard in the entire league at that point. So LeBron had a very good point guard along with him. But so did you, James. So did you, man. You had Chris Paul. You had Russell Westbrook. What more do you want, bro? You gotta do it. You gotta be the man in the playoffs. You gotta do what you're doing in the regular season. You gotta do that shit in the playoffs, bro. I'm sorry. And I hate to do this. Because like I said, I love James Harden. I had so much of his stuff. But James, I'm sorry, man. You're losing a fan today. The way that you're handling these situations, the way that you're not playing through your contract, the way that you're basically throwing a temper tantrum to get out of Houston, I can't support that, bro. So, I do wish the best for James Harden. Always will. I do hope that for his sake, just so that way he does, quit acting this way. I do hope he wins the championship in Brooklyn. I do. But I don't know. You got to do this shit on your own, James. I'm out. But for the Rockets, I do think that you got just about as much as you were able to get out of him. I'm trying to remember the exact trade, but they got, was it Victor Oladipo, I think? Dante Exum, Karooks, who's a pretty good big. They got, and then 4 first-round picks and 4 pick swaps. So they got just about all they could get for James Harden. As for the Pacers, I really like the trade. I think that it was a good trade. They ended up giving up Victor Oladipo, but they got Karis LeVert, which was huge. I really liked that. That might make my liking for the Pacers just a tad higher. And where I ranked them might be a little low at this point because of it. But, hey. Yeah, Pacers are looking good. Brogdon is playing really good this year. Sabonis is playing good. Turner's playing good. TJ Warren will be fine. and then you add in a bucket like Karis LeVert. I love that. Cavs, I'm not really sure what you were doing there. You got Jared Allen when you already had JaVale McGee and Andre Drummond. Don't understand that at all, but I respect it. Jared Allen's a good player, and you could probably use him as a good trade piece, I guess. I don't know what they wanted to do, but anyway, overall, just wanted to say that I am retiring from my fandom of James Harden. It's done. It's over with. James, I'm sorry if I'm sorry, bro, but I can't support that shit. So, this is King Center signing out. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And always remember, even through the hard times, be a Bulls fan.